and several others have proposed a transaction fee, so 0.25%.
That doesn't make any sense. That has nothing to do with it. I just asked you a question. The U.S. taxpayer provided trillions of dollars in state support to the banking industry. You know this, and as a result, the banking industry will yield its most profitable year for the few firms that are left, because now you've got too big to fail. And every other, or not every other, many other Western nations who are, again, maybe behind the times, maybe insane, but in England, they understand that when you provide windfall state support, that you have a windfall profits tax to recapture the inadvertent gains that are provided to a specific industry because the government has given them favorable treatment. England has decided this. The French are crazy. I know they're crazy, so forget them. But the Greeks, they're at 90%. Why are we giving all of our money away?
Dylan, you may remember that the House already passed a tax on bonuses back last spring. So that's been sitting on the Senate side for months now. We're talking about some additional things that create revenue so that we can pay down the debt and we can build our infrastructure.
I'm so up for additional things, but I can't do addition. In other words, this is like saying somebody robs a bank, and everybody says, well, we want to make sure we install a new security system so there's fewer bank robberies. I'm saying that's reasonable, but how about if we actually go get the bank robber and take the money that they stole back from us? And everybody says, well, hang on a second, that's difficult because you got to hunt him down, and we're friends with him, and we would have to break into his house to get the money back. And we have tax policy. We gave these people this money. These people paid themselves to assume risk over 10 years perpetrating a giant insurance fraud, and the House of Representatives is still leaving loopholes to allow the insurance market to stay in secret, and there appears to be resistance in this country to doing the appropriate thing and applying what I think should probably be a 95% windfall profits tax if you look at how many funny money dollars were put into the credit derivatives market, which is 20 to 1.
Well, all I can tell you is we passed this bonus tax, which you're calling a windfall profits tax, last spring, and we have tightened up in so many different ways, whether it's hedge funds or derivatives or credit rating agencies, subprime market. It is the most complete package since the New Deal. And you may dislike parts and parcels of it.
Not that I don't like it. You've carved out the main you've carved out the heart profit center for all the banks, because banking, because of modern technology, quite simply doesn't pay that well. And so as a result, they had to create a scam where they sold insurance against other people's money, which I needed to have legalized by the government in order to do it. And it stuns me that your committee would put out a bill that maintains that loophole and then play dodgeball when it comes to the windfall profits tax, when the insane people of France are crazy enough to actually do this. I don't understand it. Is it ultimately come down to the fact that the politicians are so dependent on flow of money from banks and bankers for their jobs, and at the same time don't want to get voted out for appearing to be bought by bankers, that they're sort of got this sort of fraudulent reform without affecting profits? Is that what's going on here?
Absolutely not. I think we put together a heck of a package, and you and I disagree about it. This is the biggest and best package since the New Deal to rein in the Wild West that was on Wall Street. We rescued Wall Street. There's no question about that. The country did.
Still are.
We want Wall Street to help Main Street.
We're still rescuing Wall Street, including with this legislation where it protects all their profit centers. And you're the one putting loopholes in for less regulators. It doesn't make any sense to me. Representative Perlmutter, I do appreciate your engaging in this with me, although I suspect you probably may regret it. But I do appreciate it. Joining us now here is the former governor of the state of New York, Eliot Spitzer. I